Rickey Smiley Morning Show. The most funny in the morning. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Just another day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Ladies and gentlemen, the senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church, Dallas, Texas, Pastor Frederick Douglass Haynes. Pastor Haynes, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Rickey Smiley and the Rickey Smiley Morning Show family. You know, I love you, Rickey. Praise God for you. I pray for you. And thank you for the wonderful way you get our day off to such a great start. Listen, the song today is what? The Presence of the Lord is Here by the one and only Byron Cage. I love this song because it lets me know no matter what I am dealing with, going through, on my days when I feel alone and abandoned, I can experience the presence of the Lord. That blesses me powerfully because there are those days, those dark and difficult days. There are those lonely nights that are pained with the nightmare of life going so wrong. But in the midst of it, you can experience the presence and the power of the Lord. It will literally transform the atmosphere that you find yourself experiencing, and you can testify the presence of the Lord is here. I feel it in the atmosphere. Listen, that lets you know God may not take you out of your painful situation, but God can get in the painful situation with you. And when God gets in the painful situation with you, God transforms the environment. God transforms the atmosphere. There's a story in the Bible, Ricky, we know it well, about Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And the Bible says Nebuchadnezzar threw them in the fire. What did God do? God got in the fire with them, and in the process, I love it, the Bible says that they walked around in the fire free. Here in a real sense, they had been thrown in, tied up, but somehow when they got thrown in the fire and God got in the fire with them, they are walking around free in the fire. God did not take them out of the fire, but God gave them God's presence in the midst of the fire and then set them free. I believe in my imagination, using the fire that was used to destroy them. Instead, it was fire that was used to deliver them. It set them free so they can walk around in the fire. The presence of the Lord is here. Move throughout your day. On this day, just letting that song ring in your spirit. The presence of the Lord is here, meaning God is with me regardless of my situation, and God can transform my situation while I am in it. The presence of the Lord is here. I feel it in the atmosphere. Y'all go ahead, making an amazing day, knowing you are moving with the presence of the Lord.
There it is, Pastor Haynes, man, the senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church. Let's get into this music. Love you, Pastor Haynes.
Yes, sir. Love you, Ricky. Have a great one.
Yes, sir. You too. Let's go.
News headlines,
entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, 14 minutes after the hour. Y'all got your front page right here. Maria, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. The front page is brought to you by Febreze. Does your carpet or couch need a refresh? Grab Febreze fabric spray to make sure it always smells fresh and clean. Also, try Febreze fabric spray on your clothes or bed. Good morning, RSMS family. Here's what's happening in news. Okay, so Super Tuesday. A lot of stuff, big results across the country. More than a dozen states held primaries or caucuses on Tuesday, the biggest day of the nominating races so far as the 2024 presidential campaign accelerates. We all know what's going to happen, right? Mm-hmm. Another rematch between Joe Biden and Donald Trump. Would love to know what you think, Kay, about last week in Michigan. More than 100,000 Democrats voted uncommitted because of what's going on in Israel, in Gaza, actually.
Right.
And then 45,000 voted non-committed, a big, robust Muslim American population in Minnesota.
It's a protest vote, and they're making a statement. But when it comes down to the actual election, everybody knows what we got to do. We're either going to have a dictator or we're going to have a president.
Absolutely. So political commentator Bakari Sellers will be on the show later this morning to break down the Super Tuesday results and the implications on the country. Make sure you stay close for that. I'm Maria Moore, and that's a quick rundown of today's news. For more stories and other headlines, visit RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Rock T, what's going on in sports?
What's going on there, Maria? Well, NBA legend Charles Barkley shares what he would do if he sees a black person walking around wearing a Donald Trump T-shirt. All right, we'll get back to that. With New Orleans Pelicans star Zion Williamson, who is considered one of the premier dunkers in basketball, was asked, would he ever participate in NBA All-Star dunk contests?
I got to do my part and make the All-Star game. If I'm in the All-Star game, I'll do the dunk contest.
There it is. But he was very honest about it. Like, I got to do my part and make the All-Star game first. If I do that, then I get in that bad boy, because we got to definitely enhance that bad boy. You know what I'm saying? It's my quick sports report right there. Bringing it tat. You got the hot spot coming up next.
Absolutely. Coming up next in the hot spot, Queen Latifah is returning to host the 2024 NAACP Image Awards, and I'm going to tell you all about it up next. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and that's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
All right, so Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 29 before the top of the hour. Time for the hot spot. What up, Brett?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot, but we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, y'all, the NAACP Image Awards have announced that Queen Latifah will return to host its 55th annual ceremony this month, and the organization also announced that its Chairman Award will be presented to writer, poet, and activist Amanda Gorman, known for her powerful performance of The Hill We Climb at President Biden's 2021 inauguration. This year's nominees include Coleman Domingo, Keke Palmer, Victoria Monet, and Usher, among others. The NAACP Image Awards aims to highlight the achievements of artists, writers, entertainers, activists, and change makers in the black community. The show will air live on BET and CBS on Saturday, March 16th from the Shrine Auditorium in Los Angeles. Meanwhile, American Idol and So You Think You Can Dance producer Nigel Lithgow has adamantly denied Paula Abdul's sexual assault allegations in response to her lawsuit. Now, in new court documents, Lithgow calls Abdul's claims false, despicable, intolerable, and life-changing, and accuses her of engaging in character assassination. He portrays Abdul as an unreliable storyteller who fabricates incidents for personal gain. My goodness. He also alleges that, Abdul alleges that Lithgow assaulted her during an American Idol and during So You Think You Can Dance, but he maintains his accusations are unfounded. Now, this is not the only accusation Lithgow is facing, y'all. An unnamed woman identified as Jane Doe, she filed a complaint against Lithgow on Tuesday, and he's now being sued for sexual battery, gender violence, sexual harassment, and intentional infliction of emotional distress following a 2018 incident. Now, according to the filing, the woman with Lithgow, she was with him at his residence when he suddenly forced himself on her by shoving his knee in between her legs as he backed her against a wall and touched her inappropriately. I mean, man, she couldn't kick him off of him. He like a pink pretzel stick, like with a pizza face pretzel stick. Anyway, the documents claim that the woman tried to push away from Lithgow, but he had her pinned against the wall so she couldn't move, and he continued to grope and kiss her. I just feel like woman though. Yeah, It was a little bitty woman.
She real small though. Yeah, she real tiny.
But I would have never thought he was the assaulting type.
Who you talking about? A real tiny woman.
Paula Abdul.
This ain't Paula Abdul. This the other lady.
Oh.
He's got a lawsuit against. I need you to pay attention to the story,
that last 8 seconds.
Yeah, this week's lawsuit is the fourth against Lithgow since he stepped down from his role. So You Think You Can Dance.
That's that ADHD.
He was scrolling. Is that what that was? He was scrolling.
With an Adderall.
Just not listening.
Yeah, trying to
Go ahead, Brad.
You said Paula.
No.
Doing the morning show, scrolling in your cell phone.
Okay.
Working. That's what you're doing.
All right, y'all. We're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note. Coming up next, we got Rock T's HBCU. Who we repping today, Rock T?
Sitting up there watching that man sing that, how does it feel with his shirt off? That's what he watching. What his name on? Yeah, he watching that little video.
Yeah.
With no.
D'Angelo.
He tried to check back in.
Rubbing his chest.
Yeah, rubbing his chest saying, how does it feel? Then trying to listen to the hot spot. It ain't working.
Okay. Let me
Stop
throw something
watching,
in.
stop watching D'Angelo video.
Man, go on to the next thing.
We're gonna shout out Talladega College, man, for the HBCU knows. Coming up next on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Now you know.
And if you don't know, now you know.
HBCU
Chickadee, check yourself before you riggedy wreck yourself. What up, man? Rock Teasy for Sheezy back in the house for another HBC. You know, we gonna always put a spotlight on our heroes and she-ros that attended or currently attend our historically black colleges and universities. Let's get on back down to Talladega, Alabama. Home of Talladega College, established in 1867, which, by the way, is Alabama's oldest HBCU. Home of the Crimson and Blue Tornadoes. Let's talk about one of y'all's former students. Oh, Miss Lynn Carroll Finney, an American poet, professor of English at the University of Kentucky for 20 years. In 2013, she accepted the chair position in Southern Letters and Literature at the University of South Carolina. She's an author of 4 books of poetry and a short story cycle. And oh, by the way, she won the 2011 National Book Award for Head Off and Split. She's an advocate for social justice and cultural preservation. She also practiced an artistic career as a photographer. Do I need to stop right there? Of course not. She received a PEN American Open Book Award. If y'all don't know about that, that's a big deal. Hall of Fame for writers of African descent. She also received her honorary doctorate of humanities. Woo! I'll stop right there. Miss Lynn Carroll Finney, another proud HBCU alum of Talladega College. If you didn't know, now you know. If you want me to highlight your favorite HBCU, hit me up on my social media platforms at Rock T Holla. Let's get it.
HBCU know.
I appreciate that, Rock Teasy.
Good morning, Ricky. So there was this research company that released a map that showed the most searched for snack in every U.S. state. We some Snackies on this morning show. So listen up, y'all. Would you believe that Rice Krispies treats were #1 in 18 different states? Y'all still eating those? Why are you rolling your eyes, Gary?
I ain't had one.
I ate that since I was 7.
And so Doritos was a preferred snack in 16 states. I love me some ranch Doritos.
That's why all y'all breath be stinking.
Oh.
And Cheetos was a top snack in 8 states. So basically 42 out of 50 states picked one of those 3. There were a few slightly more unique picks, including Fritos. Chex Mix both carried 3 states. Lay's potato chips were the top in 2 states.
Oh, man, they
and
weren't
in Jersey.
greasy as them potato chips are.
They are greasy, aren't they?
Fritos, unless you just got out of
Hell,
prison.
now, if you get ready to perform, you eat you some Lay's potato chips. You get ready to go on stage. I know Yolanda Adams and Shirley Caesar eat Lay's potato chips before they go on stage because they kind of coach your vocals.
Mm-hmm. Oh. But what's your favorite go-to snack, Ricky, for you?
Oh, Grippos. Them damn Grippo potato chips out of Cincinnati.
Yes, sir.
Ain't nothing like them. Nowhere, not a damn. I don't care. You can holler Utz potato chips in Baltimore. They are good.
Those are good.
Ain't nothing. I even used the Grippo seasoning salt on some French fries this weekend.
Yeah, them things.
So the seasoning makes them special.
Man, what? Boy, them things like drugs.
Yes,
boy,
sir.
Tear them damn Grippos up, boy.
All day. And you ever get when you get to the bottom of the bag, Rick? Do you just kind of turn it upside down, let all that seasoning?
Greedy.
Come on, dog.
I'm talking about greedy. Greedy.
Them Golden Flake sweet heat potato chips are good too, dog.
They cannot mess with Grippos. I don't care what you say. I'm from Birmingham. That is a Birmingham, Alabama. That's where the company is at. Golden Flake, Bear Bryant, and Alabama. They used to sponsor the Alabama games. Golden Flake Sweet Heat cannot mess with Grippos. I've had them together. We did a taste test in my house. We are a potato chip house. Can't nothing mess with them damn Grippos out of Cincinnati and Columbus, Ohio, and surrounding areas.
All right, then, for the ad.
What's your favorite snack, Gary?
Oh, honey, I love Funyuns.
Oh.
I know you don't. They stink so bad. I know your breath be kicking. Oh,
You know,
God.
and I eat them by myself, but I love Funyuns and I love Reese's peanut butter cups. I love to suck them and let the peanut butter cup out.
Yeah, get the chocolate off and then
Yes.
eat the peanut butter.
Yes.
Do you put them in the fridge? You don't refrigerate
Oh,
them?
yes, honey, I refrigerate. Oh, yes, honey, I put
You
them
have
in
to
the
put
ice
them
box.
Reese's cups in the refrigerator, and they say you, and after you take them out, you suck them, huh?
Yep, I sure did.
Man, law violation.
Wow.
You can't even get away with
Oh,
that. It
no.
doesn't sound right.
Oh, man. Them
I want no
Hostess
Reese's cup.
Them Hostess cupcakes, the golden ones, the ones with the white cake and the chocolate on top. Them things off the chain too, dog.
But y'all gonna just disrespect the zebra cake.
Now zebra
Y'all
cake
gonna
go hard
disrespect-
too.
Y'all gonna disrespect the zebra cakes out the fridge. Stop playing. Stop playing.
Yeah, little Deborah zebra cake. I never-
Zebra
Yeah,
cake's
Debbie.
kind of dry. You don't think they dry?
What, zebra cake?
Zebra cake's cold. They all right. They all right.
No, they're not. They're not dry.
I like healthy snacks. I just like to bite into a raw potato.
Yeah, nuts, like nuts.
He maketh me to lie down in green pasture. He leads me beside the still water. He restores my soul. He leads me in the righteous for his name's sake. Yea, I walk through a valley shelter of death. I will fear no evil. I will fear no evil. For they are with me. They rod and they staff, they comfort me. They comfort me. Amen. They prepare a table before me in the place of my enemies. Amen. In the place of my enemies. They anointed my head with oil.
Yeah.
My cups running over. Surely goodness and mercy. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in.
Hold it! He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Wednesday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Mace, honey. A lot of women and people are talking about Mace. They're saying Mace needs to go back into hiding. You know, they were saying he was in hiding when him and Diddy fell out or what have you, whatever that situation was. And we hadn't heard from Mace in a while. Well, now he's back out and he's talking. And a lot of people, in particular women, are very upset. They're saying, y'all, that Mace is speaking out, Ricky. He's saying, y'all, that fellas should be very weary, honey, if their woman has a male trainer, because she could be cheating on you with him. Now, he spoke about the ex-NFL star Tom Brady, who recently claimed that his beautiful ex-wife, Ms. Giselle Bundchen, had an affair for years, honey, with her jiu-jitsu trainer. And Mace also said that women in relationships should not have male trainers. He said, quote, whenever you break up with somebody, it's like a death. You go through the grieving process. You get angry, all those things. That's just what they say. But to say that he's finally realized that she was cheated, did he not know before? He said, let me tell you fellas something. If the girl got a trainer, number one, she could have got a female trainer. The fact that she got a male trainer is already kind of like a red flag. That's what Macy's talking about, honey. And he's saying these things. And he said, and if he wear those kind of pants, honey, pause, like them dry fit night pants, he said, that's really tight. He said, He said, and then, honey, he want to wear the shirt with his company on it. He probably smash it because he's constantly telling her, go down, get up, go deeper. So in her mind, honey, she's used to hearing them say all this. Is going to be almost like he's planning, y'all, Brady's demise by doing this. He's setting her up, y'all.
Getting her back there in that bedroom, exercising the same way.
Uh-uh.
That's why she don't want you when she come home, because she got beat up at the gym.
There's a little something to that.
Weight.
No, it's not.
Especially I know a lot of personal trainers, and there's something to that.
Are you serious though?
Yes. Now I don't know about married women, but a lot of trainers I know definitely,
Maria, you a trainer?
do more than train their clients.
There are gigolo personal trainers out there, and they only trying to pick up chicks. But there are some that are married and professional, and they don't care that you got a big booty. They just trying to train you and get you in shape.
Yeah, them a few
So,
and far
but
between.
I mean, Tom Brady, he just wasn't present. I think it comes down to that. And then he chose football over his wife.
He
so
sure
maybe that
did.
was the final straw.
Yeah.
You ain't around. You ain't showing her love. You ain't showing her affection.
So
you know
y'all
how
hear
to
that?
train. You're a professional athlete. Why can't you help her out?
Yeah.
Own that, Tom
Man.
Brady.
Yep, y'all hear that?
So you justifying her cheating?
No, absolutely not.
I think that's disgusting.
Well,
Absolutely not.
If a woman is lonely and the man ain't doing what he's supposed to damn do, she needs to get wherever
No,
she
she
can.
does
Y'all
not.
do it all day.
God does not condone that.
Yeah, well, God don't condone when you cheating neither, huh? Okay,
Yoo-hoo.
moving on. In other celebrity news, y'all, Sean Diddy calls, baby. Oh, y'all, this is it. We definitely need to pray, y'all, for Carisha, honey. It's been reported. Remember when Sean Diddy, he cut off his girlfriend Carisha allowance? He was only giving her $500,000 a month. Well, now they're saying, y'all, that Carisha, whose podcast is on Diddy's Revolt Network, has been put on indefinite hold, and they're saying is doing what, she's doing what she got to do, y'all, to make ends meet because she's not getting money anymore. So they're saying that Carisha is now selling her used clothes online, many of which was brought by Diddy. Now, they're saying Carisha, she explained, how she's making her money scheme. So she went online and told people that she has to shop the authentic luxury items from Carisha's Closet by Young Miami. And they're saying the prices are about half the retail price for the luxury items. Now they're saying that Carisha, she has a lot of popular designer items on there. For example, you could buy that beautiful Gucci bikini top. She's only selling it for $3,000, and she wore that, honey, at a hooker bar when she was with her baby daddy, Southside. And they're saying that she's also selling some of her wigs. So if you like some of her wigs that she once wore, you can buy her wigs as well. That's going to be online, honey. So she's putting them up there so people can buy them or what have you. But Ricky, I think it's sad that this woman have to sell all her stuff. I mean, some kind of way still try to help her out, but she don't have to sell her stuff. I mean, would y'all want y'all woman to sell the stuff that you gave her? I mean, to make ends meet.
How much was he giving her?
He was just giving her $500,000. They said a month.
And how many months did he give her that?
I don't know how many he gave it to her, but she don't have no money now.
She should have saved it up.
That's just mean.
She should have stacked away some of that cash.
Well, maybe she was helping family members and stuff, honey.
$500,000 a month? What's that times 6 months?
I don't.
That's like $5 million.
Okay, well,
nevertheless, she saved up some of that money.
When I was in my 20s, I met a guy who was just smitten, and he randomly gave me $3,000, and I paid off my credit card at $3,000. He didn't ask me for nothing.
That's right.
He was a church-going man.
Was that before I met you on that cruise or after?
That was after.
See?
You missed your opportunity, Mr. Smiley.
Tricking with a purpose.
Damn.
What'd you say, Ricky?
That was when Ricky had a full set of hair. I got to pull out that picture. I still got that picture of us. And he was like, "Did you come on the cruise alone? Are you here?"
Hell yeah.
Oh, really?
He did.
Yeah.
Way back in the day, like
she was
20 years
out there,
ago.
the wind was blowing. She had on some black stockings and white shoes.
Did I bring that outfit on the cruise?
Yeah, them kitty heels. I said, look at Shorty Red. I said, Shorty Red.
Yeah, that was before she went and get those boots, those red boots.
You know what? We need that color. Don't nobody want to hear about them red boots, Gary.
Color red boots.
You should have got her before that, Ricky. She wouldn't have to go get them red damn boots.
Right. I told her I tried to tell her.
But it was in her spirit, honey, to go get them boots.
Man, give us
today. It's one of my favorite color. My color today, y'all, is flaxen. On the high end, you say flaxen, and then on the low end, you say beautiful yellow. That's your color for today.
There it is. Y'all give it up for Gary with the T. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. I got the wake up calls. Get at me 866-9RICKEY. Let's go.
Wake up. It's time to get yourself together. Cause he woke you up this morning, slid you in your house shoes, so it would be better. Wake up. Encourage each other and be productive. The Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Wanna know where you calling from, so come on and tell us and just wake up.
Hey, this is Pistol Pete calling from Point Blank, Texas. I'm calling this morning to wake my daddy up. Hey, monkey boy, wake up. We got to cut these big logs, baby.
This is Tony Hooper calling from Wilmington, North Carolina, calling Wake Up Wilmington, Leland, Raleigh, Fayetteville, Fort Bragg, Fort Liberty, rather. Wake up.
My name is Tierra. I'm from Daytona. I would like to wake up all the biker gangs. Wake up. And shout out to the adorable divas of Daytona Beach.
Yeah, wake up, St. Louis. This is artist, entertainer, MC Larry Moody from St. Louis. Wake up, Rickey Smiley and the Morning Crew. Wake up.
City's tuned in, lock in. What's yours? Cause we gon' let them know. When you at Miami, wake up. Seattle, wake up. And Detroit, wake up. St. Louis, wake up. New Orleans, wake up. And Memphis, wake up. Wake up.
the Power 96.5, Buffalo, New York. Good morning to everybody. Hey,
Yeah.
all right, y'all, Bernie Chickens got the church announcements coming up next. Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, our favorite grandmama, Miss Bernice Jenkins.
Hey,
Jenny, good morning.
good morning.
It is Wednesday. I got your church announcement this morning. Govern yourselves.
Accordingly.
Govern yourselves.
Accordingly.
There will be a meeting for all members with names that get on Rev nerves right after service in the Sunday school classroom. With the following members, please go down right after service. Bertha Bethel, David Davidson, Rob Robinson, Harry Harvey, Dan Daniels, Shelley Shelton, Tommy Thomas, and William Williams. That's William Williams, Tommy Thomas, Shelby Shelton, Dan Daniels, Harry Harvey, Rob Robinson, David Davidson, and Bertha. I'm sorry, Bertha Bethel.
Yeah, that's my name.
Go right downstairs. I don't know what he want to meet with y'all about, but your names get on his nerve. They just got on mine. The pastor had said that any member seen pulling into the parking lot that's in the car by yourself wearing a mask gonna have to sit up in the back and they're doing service away from all the other members because you are weird and don't nobody trust you. Yes. Anybody in a car with a mask on by themselves, something wrong with them. Roll your windows up. I don't know what they got.
Oh, Lord.
The homegoing service this Friday for Brother Jimmy Harris Jr. That's Mother Luella Banks' stepson. You know them, Janie?
Yeah.
He was only 47 and was in good health. Besides, he had real bad sinus problems. And what got him was two Mexican dudes that worked on his landscape crew said Jimmy had cheated them on their paychecks for a whole month. And they took his Primatine Mist bottle and filled it up with that hot mustard sauce from P.F. Chang's. And when he squeezed it up his nose, his brain exploded. So that's gonna be a closed casket. Pay them folks. Brett, pay them folks. All right, Janie. That concludes our church tonight, but y'all have a good one, all right? Black Tony, what's going on?
Man, trying to come up with a master plan right now, Shady.
Yeah, to get to work. Come up with a master plan to get to work every day.
I'm trying to come up with my own work business, Shady. I'm trying to come up with my own. I was talking to I was on the track last night. You know, the white boy came through. You know, we still got some white folk come through, be getting them. Well, I don't want to talk about that on the radio, but you know, they be coming through, getting a little, getting their head right. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
But I'm coming up with a master plan. He said some good thing though. He said some good thing to white boy. You know, when white folk talk, you got to listen. Shout out, white folk be knowing they talking about. Look,
what did he say?
He said, Black Tony, you need to go on your own business. He said, you work with all them rich people, and you need to get them to invest in your business. You need to do products. And I said, you know what? Well, you is all the way right. So he said, you need to do products, but you need to think outside the box, son. You ever heard of that saying? You ever heard somebody say, think outside the box?
Yeah.
That means you got to do something where it's different from what people regular do. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you, Tony.
Yeah, so I need an investor. I need probably about 60, about 70, or about 100,000. I figure you and Brad, y'all come together and invest in my products.
What product?
And I want to do some products, some Black Tony merchandise.
What kind?
But see, I'll be doing regular stuff like T-shirt, hats. Now I want to do some other stuff like car batteries.
What?
I'm gonna do a Black Tony car battery.
What's special about your car batteries and everybody?
It ain't gonna start.
How's yours stand out different?
Like, no,
They gonna
like,
start because
I want to do like Black Tony balloons. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to do something different, shout out.
they ain't gonna go up.
Yep.
Any product with your name on, like you don't come to work. A
Like Black Tony skates. You know what I'm saying?
The wheels ain't gonna turn.
Gonna be them. Remember them steel skates that sparked?
Black Tony brake pads.
Car won't start.
They gonna stop nothing. Everything you make gonna be garbage because you got to start somewhere, bro. You got to come to work, man. That's why. God said, if you take one step, I'll take two. You feel that?
Speaking of God, I want to do a Black Tony Bible.
What's the name of some of the books in the Bible, Black Tony version?
It's the same folks. It just got Black Tony picture on the front of it. Y'all so damn negative, man. Hey, man, yo.
I'm talking to one of my cousin friends. He talk faster than him. He gonna walk up and introduce himself. Charles Johnson, man. Everybody around here call me Bominicious, though. Everybody around here call me Bominicious. Fine, you call me that. Everybody call you Bominicious. Yeah, everybody in the whole city call me Bominicious. Don't even worry about it. It's fine. You call me that. Don't even worry about it. So all week long, my ass talking about Bominicious. What up, boy? Hey, Bominicious, run to the store, grab some beer, come on back. My cousin said, what you calling him? Bominicious. He said, everybody call him Bominicious. It's all right for me to call him that. Like, nah, man, his name's CJ. He's saying you could call me by my initials. That's what he's saying.
Hold it! He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It is 5 minutes after the hour. Gary has the tea and the clue of the day. Gary.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning to you. It's Wednesday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and here's what's happening in celebrity news. Y'all, Chris Brown recently announced that he's going back on tour, and a lot of people saying please support him because y'all don't know if you know that, but they're saying that Mr. Brown is at risk, y'all, of losing his beautiful $5 million California mansion over a $2 million bank loan that's in default. Now, they're saying that the R&B singer invested in some businesses in Georgia, but allegedly, y'all, hasn't paid his bills on time. Chris Brown, now, according to the bank documents, y'all, from City National Bank, they're saying Mr. Brown owed like $2 million in unpaid principal and interest on a loan. Now, they're saying he invested in these businesses, what have you, and the bank want their money. Now, they're saying, y'all, that the bank filed a lawsuit against Mr. Brown in California last year, and he agreed, y'all, to settle out of court. But 6 months later, they're saying Chris Brown has, as of yet, honey, to pay the settlement that he agreed upon. Now, Los Angeles court agreed with a Georgia court ruling that Brown must pay the $1.7 million. Now, the father of three, y'all, has 30 days to pay the court-ordered settlement, or, y'all, he could face losing his beautiful mansion, other possessions, and wages, y'all. So
I don't think that was Chris Brown. I think that was Meet the Browns from Tyler Perry show.
Well, honey, it was one of those Browns, but we tell you what, if that debt don't get paid, honey, it's going to be hell, and somebody going to be out in the streets, honey.
That probably was a mix-up or something. Chris Brown can definitely pay that for sure. He'd do one show and have that.
Yep.
He could do one show and pay the taxes and have enough money to pay that, to do that.
Yeah. So we're going to follow that story and see how it all turned out, but hopefully it gets settled. All right, moving on in other celebrity news, y'all. A lot of celebrities, female celebrities, particular, y'all, are being dragged and being hurt, and they are complaining. Now, they're saying, y'all, that there's a TikTok user that's going viral, y'all, for dragging unlicensed Atlanta hairstylists, y'all, who work from their kitchen. Now, they're saying Atlanta has a serious problem, y'all, with unlicensed hairstylists who advertise their services on Instagram or TikTok. Now, they're saying most of the unlicensed stylists don't give refunds, they frequently cancel appointments, and, honey, they demand deposits. Now, they're saying, honey, this a TikTok user went on a rant, honey, against, honey, a work from home hairstylist now. They said that person have over 62,000 views. Now, she complained that unlicensed hairstylists, y'all live in the hood. They often have dirty apartments, and their boyfriends are in and out during their hair appointments. They say you don't get your deposit back, and they say it's non-refundable. Now, they're saying that the unlicensed hairstylists let their clients know that they live, honey. They need to let them know they live in the hood. They said, now, we don't, quote, somebody said, we don't know when to get in the car, take our pocketbooks home, don't leave nothing out on your website, honey. Let us know, honey, what's going on. Your boyfriend looks like he's ready to rob somebody. We don't know what to do.
Man.
We're clutching our pocketbooks and everything. They said other black women have taken to social media to complain about the black hair industry in Atlanta and other cities. They say Atlanta is a particularly troublesome because there's a little to no regulation, y'all, of hair industry stuff. And
Don't Shari, Special K, don't Shari be
She's a licensed cosmetologist. She's working in a salon. She only does her own personal people. She don't do like just random clients.
Which she running in and out selling drugs.
Yeah, and she keep kids and she sell loose cigarettes.
Yes, Lord. My Jesus.
She sell Lucy's.
She sell Lucy. And she sell bottles of beer on Sunday.
Yeah.
Trying to get you a little Budweiser or something.
That ain't a good look though, baby, honey. These girls working out their kitchen and stuff, and
My daughter got by one of them a couple of weeks ago. Yeah,
really?
She paid this girl a deposit, and she was gonna do her ponytail for her. And she was paid this girl a deposit, and the girl canceled out, didn't show up, and kept her deposit, and wouldn't answer her phone, and all that kind of stuff.
What?
She was really upset about it.
I guess, honey, but nevertheless,
go over there, and then your hairdresser is a squatter.
Your hairdresser is a squatter, yeah, and that's
going on in Atlanta too.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, so Maria, did you get your hair done from girls in the kitchen? Did they do your braids when you get your braids done?
You know, back in the day, I had an older lady, and she used to use a flat iron that you put on the stove, and she would get so close to my scalp. I'm talking about straight in the hairs on my neck.
Oh, yeah, make sure. I bet you memorized that Easter speech, too.
Oh, I sure did. Had my Easter outfit, had my hair nice and laid.
That bang.
Yes.
That bang curled up under.
Well, they say, honey, the girls don't know how to use Marcel irons and stuff, honey, in the girls' hair and stuff. So, and I know about the Marcel because my friend Stephanie does hair, and she used to have those Marcel.
And that Royal Crown grease.
Yes, sir.
Classic.
Yes, sir, baby. In the red can, honey.
Blue and the green.
Yes, honey.
But now I'm all about protective styles and braids, and I use that awesome protective style line by The Brat.
Thank you so much.
Yes, that is what I use. Yes, that
Thank you
peppermint
so
spray
much.
on my scalp and all that. Yes.
But y'all ain't coming out with no hot comb that you put on the stove.
Yeah, no Marcel iron.
That would be cute.
And what about the crinkle iron?
You remember them too?
Oh my God! Yes.
What about the blowout kit for the boys?
Yeah.
Wow, man law violation.
The Wave Nouveau. What about the Wave Nouveau and the S
the
curl?
Wave Nouveau, yeah.
You just get blowout.
What about the Hawaiian Silky? Brett, y'all have the Hawaiian Silky?
Yes, the Hawaiian silky.
And the pineapple crunch, honey, scrunch, whatever it was.
Y'all don't know nothing about that pineapple scrunch. Now when they put that net around your head and put all that pre-cum gel in there and then put you under the dryer.
Yes.
Boy, you had you a whole pineapple, boy.
A whole pineapple, baby.
It's gonna be hard too, boy.
Last you 2 months.
Yes, it sure did. Yes, it did, honey.
Nice like cement.
Yeah,
Brett, you have all that new growth up under there, boy. You have to be long
Shot
with
in the head, the bullet won't even go through that pineapple.
Yes, baby. I took a little today, honey. One of my favorite color. My color today, y'all, is flaxen. On the high end, you say flaxen, and on the low, just say beautiful yellow. That's your
Football
color
with that doggone hairstyle.
Yeah, that was a football helmet back in the day, Rock.
Yes, sir.
Boy, you better watch out, boy. All right, y'all, it is, y'all give it up for Gary with the T. Man, I dare somebody to make a pineapple scrunch and put it on the internet. We would love to see. We haven't seen a pineapple scrunch since in years.
Here they come. Here they come.
Man, Brett, do they still sell pre-con gel?
Yes, they do. Yes,
Or did they start using jam?
No, they use pre-con. You can't use jam for the pineapple scrunch. Jam don't get hard.
Wait a minute.
Gotta crunch up a rhino peel and put it in there.
Jam don't.
Health, happiness, and hope. It's Wellness Wednesday on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, Wellness Wednesday here all year. We are dedicated to working on our physical and mental health. And joining us this morning is the one and only Dr. MJ Collier. Good morning.
Good morning, Ricky.
Happy to have you.
Special K, Gary with the T, and the ladies, Maria Moore and the Brad. Thank you, Ricky, for the opportunity to bring healthcare information to the listeners of the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. So, Ricky, we're going to talk about a couple of things. One, on Friday, the CDC sneaked out new guidelines for COVID and other respiratory tract infections. The new guidelines issued last Friday is meant to target respiratory viruses more broadly because of COVID, the flu, and RSV all have similar symptoms such as cough and fever. They're spread by similar mechanisms and require the same mechanisms of treatment such as masking and social distancing. The CDC is now recommending that people that test positive for COVID should base the isolation period on their symptoms. Basically, stay home if you're sick. No fever, you don't have to isolate. The CDC does not recommend retesting as a standard for deciding when a patient is no longer contagious. So I want to reemphasize that. I know we had a problem with with people wanting to return to work at the radio station, that they wasn't allowing to come back until they tested negative. So that's not and has not been a recommendation for the CDC for a while. So you can return to work if you've had fever or been fever-free for 24 hours, and your symptoms are improving, of course. When returning to work, the CDC is recommending that you take preventive measures for at least 5 days. That includes social distancing, masking, and frequent hand washing. So understand, Ricky, approximately 20,000 people are still hospitalized every week from COVID, and over 1,000 people die every week from COVID. So this is still a problem. Nothing like it was during the pandemic, but I don't want people to minimize it at this point. So understand, Maria got a great question.
Yeah, I was on TikTok the other day. There's this OB doctor who went viral for telling her female patients that they need to avoid waxing and shaving because it increases their chances of getting infections. Is that true?
Well, it does, and this is why. That hair in the pubic area and under your arms, every place where you have skin-on-skin contact, serves a purpose. That purpose is to provide air in the area so that area can remain dry. When it gets moist and wet there, it's susceptible to infections. The most common, of course, is a yeast infection. But there's no study that's shown an increase in STIs or sexually transmitted diseases from people that shave. And, this is something that's happened in the last 50 years maybe. White women adopted this first because the assumption was that hair in that area was unclean. So they started shaving, but now it's across all ethnicities. Women of every character, type, and color, they all shave or laser hair removed. Now, the thing I want to share with them is shaving. Black women shave down. Do not put that razor and bring it back up towards your head. You're going to guarantee that you get razor bumps, and that is a big problem from shaving. And to use a shaving gel, not soap. You need to use not shaving powder or shaving cream, but a shaving gel. A shaving gel, shaving down one stroke with a nice razor, pardon me, a good razor that has multiple blades, not the ones that you buy $5 for $1 at the checkout stand, but get a decent branded razor, shaving down, one stroke, that's it. Don't keep going over the same area, one stroke down. And the first few times you do it, you're going to still feel a little rough, but after about a week, you'll have normal, it'll feel baby smooth down there.
Yes, sir. And if you can't do it, let me know. Get in the inbox. I will help you. Get that baby together. Yes, sir. We're bringing back the wolf monkey. You're on. Let's go to the phone lines. You're on with Dr. Collier. Good morning.
I'm calling from Albany. This is Tishambi. I wanted to know, what can you do if you have lymphedema in your legs to get this color back to the normal color?
Okay. What was that again? I didn't hear it.
What you said to get something back to normal color? Lymphedema, get it back to the normal color. Yeah, lymphedema.
Okay, well, it doesn't usually change the color of the skin. It just stretches it out. But the problem is lymphedema. And there are physical therapy places that have lymphedema programs that can help remove that. But that is really a difficult to treat problem. And you've seen people walking around with one or two lower extremities usually affected. The ankles are as big as the thighs. It is a big problem.
All right, you're on with Dr. Collier. Good morning.
My name is Gwen. I'm calling from Odessa, Texas. And my question is, what is healthy to take at night to help you sleep besides melatonin and Benadryl?
Benadryl is good. CBD oil is excellent. You just have to take it at a therapeutic dose, and that would be around 1,200 milligrams. They sell it in as little as 200 to 500, but 1,200 is what you need to get the great and the best response to it. CBD oil without the THC will give you all that benefit.
All right, Sean with Dr. Carter. Good morning.
I'm calling from Orlando, Florida. I'm Dennis Bailey, and my question is, I've been having chronic allergies like since December. Itchy nose, itchy roof of the mouth, itchy eyelids, Flonase, Zyrtec, nothing is working. What could this possibly be?
Well, one, you need to avoid exposure to allergens that trigger you, and sometimes it's food. You have to be very careful about that. There's an allergy blood testing panel now that you can get, so you don't have to get scratch testing. You just go to the doctor. They can literally take 1 drop of blood and do a full allergy panel on you to see what it is you're sensitized to, and then you remove them. But I found that the best antihistamine for those symptoms that you described would be Allegra, 180 milligrams once or twice daily. You can start off taking it twice daily every 12 hours for about a week, then go down to once a day.
All right, Dr. Carter, thank you for that. That's some good stuff this morning. Let everybody know how you can be reached.
Ricky, I can be reached on all social media at AskDrMJ. Go to my YouTube channel at AskDrMJ, where you can see videos on various health topics. Go to my website at LipoDrops.com for information on supplements you can take for optimal health.
Dr. Carter.
Ricky. Yes.
No, I was just saying, you wrong for that probiotic, man. I got to start taking that, man.
Oh, no, the probiotic is, and that's what I recommend for that patient with the allergies, too. That probiotic is amazing, Ricky. We want to definitely do that.
But you didn't tell us that if you go outside and fart, you're going to end up in a tree.
It works.
But it's fragrant. But it smells good. It doesn't smell bad.
Fix it, Jesus. Fix it, Jesus.
All right, y'all, it's time for Fixing Jesus. We got the one and only comedian extraordinaire, Rita Brent. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. What's up, y'all? Welcome to another edition of Fix It Jesus. All right, now, y'all know we live in a time where people say anything on the news. I remember back when Sweet Brown was like, Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Like, I feel like it's been wild ever since then. So there's a city councilman in my hometown of Jackson, Mississippi, who reminds me of Eric Mays. He actually said this on the news about our water issues. Let's hear it.
If we had tankers, then we could have got water to the older people. And I want you to go talk to this gentleman here. Ask him how he fresh his toilet. They house smell like boo-boo, raw boo-boo. They really don't want people to come into their home.
You heard right.
Oh, wow.
He said they house smell like boo-boo, raw boo-boo, live on the news. Okay?
Is there such thing as boo-boo that's not raw?
I was going to say, is there a different kind other than raw?
Cooked.
Cooked boo-boo? Grilled?
So listen.
Saute.
Listen, but if you were listening today and your house smelled like raw boo-boo, raw wolf monkey, all you gotta do is play this song when people ask, can they come over your house? Here today.
And I don't really know how to say this, so I'm just gonna sing it. The real reason you can't come through is cause my house smell like boo-boo. Oh. And not just any kind of boo-boo, like raw boo-boo. You ever smell raw boo-boo? Yeah. It's like wild caught, organic. It ain't filtered. It's not from concentrate. It's just every day. My house smell like boo-boo. Raw boo-boo. Yeah. Oh. That's how I feel when I smell it. When I go in and I smell that raw boo-boo, I just say, oh. My house smell like, it smell like raw boo-boo. Oh, yeah. That's it.
Hey, Rita, how can everybody find that song called Raw Boo-Boo?
You can find Raw Boo Boo. That's my latest single. It's on all my social media accounts at Rita Brent Comedy. And you can actually see the man who said that his house smelled like raw boo boo. Organic.
Oh, man.
The latest single called Raw Boo Boo.
That's it. It's hot fire. My funkiest song yet.
Get that on my car tag. Raw Boo Boo.
Yeah, man.
Y'all give it up for Rita Brent for this episode of Fix It Jesus. Yes, that's right, y'all. Hey, Deltas, y'all come get your sorrow. Something wrong with her. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. Oh, man, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It is a lot going on. We are so happy to have Roland Martin on this morning. Y'all help me welcome award-winning journalist, digital media mogul, managing editor, and host of the Roland Martin Unfiltered, the one and only Roland Martin. What up, Roland?
Good morning.
Hey, big day
Yes,
yesterday. Biden and Trump had some big wins. What is your take on the election results?
Well, first and foremost, yesterday was the foregone conclusion at the top of the ticket that Biden and Trump were going to win. As a result, Nikki Haley's announcing today she's dropping out of the race. Yesterday's Super Tuesday was really about down ballot races. You got the Holocaust denier and the man who has derided the civil rights movement in North Carolina, Republican Mark Robinson. He is the gubernatorial nominee there. You've got Republican Steve Garvey, former baseball player, Congressman Adam Schiff. They're going to go against each other for the U.S. Senate race in California. Then, of course, you got other down ballot races, DA races, judicial races. And so that's really what Super Tuesday was about. Top of ticket, we knew exactly what was gonna happen there. You got Congressman Colin Allred, a brother who was going to be running against Senator Ted Cruz for the United States Senate in Texas. Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee in Houston. She beat her challenger Amanda Edwards convincingly there as well. And so you sort of see that. So you really haven't seen a lot of surprises across the country, but you have had some progressive district attorneys that won their primaries that are going to go on to the general as well. The real issue, though, is turnout. Texas, 17.9 million registered voters, only 1.8 million people voted. And so the question is, well, yeah, but that's the reason that happens like that when you don't have a contested top of the ticket, it impacts everything down ballot. So Democrats and Republicans are going to be focused on trying to get their people out to vote in November. And so turnout, intensity is going to be a critical issue, especially in our community as well.
Okay, so Roland, I got a question for you, Special K. A lot of political analysts are being very hyperbolic and dramatic about the conversation around this 2024 election. And I've seen it spoken as a battle between continued democracy and a Russian-style authoritarian rule. What's really at stake in this 2024 election, in your opinion?
Exactly what you just said. Donald Trump has made it perfectly clear. He said, yes, I'm going to be a dictator. He said flat out day one, he is deporting Palestinians. He's deporting Muslims. He's deporting migrants. And you have that. This is a man who did try to overthrow the election in 2020. And also, he is Christian fundamentalist planning on initiating something called Project 2025. Y'all really ought to do something, and we should talk about that more. Project 2025. They want to actually get all government employees to sign an oath pledging to abide by MAGA. That's a lot of black people. And if they don't sign it, they made it clear they're going to fire them. So these folks are not playing, okay? They right now in D.C., they've been studying his 4 years, what they did wrong, and they plan on changing a lot of that stuff. And so what Biden has to do, he is going to have to make the argument, why do I deserve another 4 years? What specifically are you going to do for African Americans? So the Biden campaign has got to get far more aggressive than what they've done so far. Vice President Kamala Harris, she's been out on the road. She's been the reproductive tour, the HBCU tour. So she's been very good. But the Biden folks have got to be more aggressive. And I've made it clear to them. I've said it on my show. They've got to be talking to black radio. They've got to be talking about what they are going to do. And so the enthusiasm gap is real. And because you got a lot of Democrats who say, well, I think he's too old. Listen, I remember when Reverend Jesse Jackson said in 1984 Democratic National Convention, I would rather have FDR in a wheelchair than Reagan on a horse. If Biden should be saying, yeah, I know I'm old. I was old when I ran last time, but this is what I have accomplished. They aren't saying that enough. And they've got to be far more aggressive in doing that because guess what? They may lose.
Yeah. Roland, I have a question. I'm concerned about key swing states because with elections, we see it comes down to that. What would you say are some warning signs we're seeing for both candidates in some of the key swing states? Yes.
7 states. It's going to come down to North Carolina, Georgia, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Michigan, Arizona, Nevada. Those are the critical 7. Now, remember, Donald Trump beat Hillary Clinton in 2016 because he won by only 77,000 votes in 3 states, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, as well as Michigan. Biden won in 2020 by basically very small margins by about 110,000 votes in Arizona, Nevada, Georgia. He only lost North Carolina by 2.5 points. Now, you got a crazed, deranged black Republican running in North Carolina. Again, Biden-Harris, they should be going hard in North Carolina, but not ignoring rural North Carolina. Don't just go to Charlotte and Durham and Raleigh. No, they've got to hit rural North Carolina because black folks live there too. So the black vote could make the difference in Georgia. Same thing, in North Carolina, but same thing in Georgia. And so they've got to have a key strategy in these. And let me be perfectly clear: white Democratic strategists have got to stop hoarding the money when it comes to the campaign, when it comes to DSCC, DCCC, Democratic Governors Association, all these PACs, and they've got to put the money on the ground. Listen, you're not going to win by radio. You're not going to win by television ads. You're going to win by going to the people. The money has got to be invested in black radio. It's got to be invested on the ground in black newspaper, black digital, because, again, if you look at the numbers, black turnout has dropped in the last 4 elections since Obama ran in 2012. They can't just roll Obama out with a speech and think we're going to vote. It has to be an investment, but they have to be speaking to the issues that we are concerned about and what you're going to accomplish over the next 4 years. Young voters, I need y'all to wake up. Gen Z and millennials are the largest group of voters. Texas in 2022, 75% of all young voters under the age of 30 did not vote. And so if you are a young voter and you keep saying, well, I'm tired of these old folks running stuff, well, you got to step up and vote. You can vote them out. You can vote for your candidates. And so the power is literally sitting in our hands. And there's somebody who's going, man, this voting stuff don't matter. Well, guess what? The right's voting. Guess what? They voted when it came to those Supreme Court positions, and that's how they overturned Roe v. Wade. That's how they overturned affirmative action. We got to understand policy is tied directly to who's in power.
Roland, let everybody know how you can be reached.
Folks, watch Roland Martin Unfiltered and the Black Star Network every night at 6 p.m. Eastern. Get our app. Go to youtube.com/Roland S. Martin. We talk about this every single day on my show for 2 hours on the network all day, 7 days a week. Black Star Network.
It is, y'all. Roland Martin, y'all. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
News headlines.
Entertainment. Sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
27 after the hour, y'all. Front page right here. Maria, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, RSMS family. Here's what's happening. News. We had Roland Martin on breaking it down. You know, more than a dozen states held primaries or caucuses on Tuesday, the biggest day of the nominating races so far as the 2024 presidential campaign accelerates. President Joe Biden and Donald Trump took big steps toward their inevitable rematch. Biden's support for the Israel offensive in Gaza and refusal to publicly call for a ceasefire has proven to hurt him with voters in states like Michigan, where more than 100,000 Democrats voted uncommitted in the party's presidential primary last week, signaling their contempt for the Biden administration's Israel policy. In Minnesota, another state with a robust Muslim American population, there were 45,000 non-committed votes casted on Super Tuesday. Meanwhile, Trump faces his own challenges, although his path to the Republican nomination is all but certain. Although he got a big win with the Supreme Court's decision that he is eligible to remain on the ballot, despite his role in the January 6 attack on the U.S. Capitol, many voters remain concerned about his mounting legal troubles and divisive rhetoric. In other news, an Arizona woman has been charged with attempted murder after she allegedly became angry about her children being bullied, then drove through a park in her pickup truck, threatening to kill teenagers, according to police. Brandy Gotch, 30 years old, hit one of the children and has been charged with attempted murder and endangerment, according to Fox 10 in Phoenix. I'm Maria Moore, and those are a quick look at headlines. For more news and updates, visit RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Rock T, what you got in sports?
What's up there, Maria? Shout out to NBA legend Uncle Chuck, Charles Barkley, man, shares what he would do if he sees a black person walking around wearing a Donald Trump T-shirt on.
If I see a black person walking around with Trump mugshot, I'm going to punch him in the face.
Charles.
No, Gail.
Charles.
Gail.
You really can't say that because, A, you don't mean that.
I mean that sincerely. I'm going to just tell you something.
And then you will be arrested for assault. And then what?
I'm going to bail myself out and go celebrate.
Uncle Chuck don't play, boy. It is what it is, man. Hey, listen, New Orleans Pelican star Zion Williamson is considered to be part of the slam dunk contest in the NBA All-Star Weekend in the future, only if he does this.
I got to do my part and make the All-Star game. If I'm in the All-Star game, I'll do the dunk contest.
There it is. But he was honest about it, Rick. He said, I got to do my part first to at least make the All-Star game. And once I make the All-Star game, I'll get into the dunk contest. But that's the only way I'll participate. So, Zion, you got to stay healthy first, son. Stay healthy. Stay on the court. If you're able to do that, you will make the All-Star game. Then we'll see you in the dunk contest, man. That'll be dope because he's one of the most premier dunkers out there. It's my quick sports report right there. Brad got the hot spot coming up next.
The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and
that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It's time for the hot spot. What up, Brett?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Miami Dolphins receiver Tyreek Hill has a bone to pick with Rick Ross. He claims that Ross should have given him a heads up instead of posting his burning house all over social media. Ross, who lives right across the street from Hill, documented the smoky scene from his yard on January 3rd, providing his millions of followers with commentary and speculating the blaze was sparked by an electrical problem. Hill was less than thrilled by Ross's reaction and admitted he felt like Ross should have blown up his phone and let him know what was going on. Here's what he had to say.
First of all, I just want to say, Rick Ross, bro, I can't vibe with you now, bro. I can't with you no more, bro.
We're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note, but coming up next, we got the praise mix down with Dwight Stone. The time now is 27 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.